This is a movie about the three different types of communities where people live: urban, suburban, and rural communities. These places are special in different ways, and these differences change how people live in them. Urban communities. Cities are urban communities. A lot of people live close together in cities. In fact, homes are often built on top of each other to create apartment buildings. Because people live in apartments, there aren't many yards. The buildings are just too close together. Instead, children play in the many parks found around the city. Although there are lots of fun things to do in the city, like go to museums, plays, and sporting events, there isn't a lot of space. Because of all of the things happening there, cities have a lot of traffic. So many people decide to take buses, taxis, and trains to get around. Urban communities are busy places. Suburban communities. Suburban communities often grow next to urban communities. This is because many of the people who live in suburban places work in urban places. Suburban communities are often called the suburbs for short. In the suburbs, most people live in houses. These houses are built together in groups called neighborhoods. The suburbs have more space and less traffic than the city. This allows people to have backyards. There are also buses and trains in the suburbs, but not as many as in the city. In fact, the trains usually take people from the suburbs to the city so that people can get to their jobs. There are a lot of fun things to do in suburban places too, such as shopping in town, catching a movie, or playing in your yard or in a park. The suburbs have a little bit of everything. Rural communities. Rural communities are the farthest from the city. There aren't as many people living in rural communities, and the houses are spaced far apart. Sometimes, neighbors live so far away that they need to drive just to visit. All that space makes cars and trucks important for people to get around. But everyone is so spaced out that there is almost no traffic. That space also makes rural communities good places for farms to grow food and animals, orchards to grow fruit, and mines to dig out minerals and metal. People work hard in rural communities, but it's also a quiet place to be, and there's a lot of fun space for children to run around in, play, and explore. All these communities are very different from each other, but they also have things in common. All these places have services like fire and police departments to keep them safe. They have libraries and post offices too. And although they may look different, all three have places to live, work, and play.